Every single year, millions of cars get stolen in the US. It doesn't matter if it's a brand new car or an old one. Thieves can steal it. But here's the kicker. You're probably the next one on the list. Something as subtle as a $100 bill hanging onto your car allows them to steal it. Don't you worry, because I'll reveal the 18 tricks thieves use to steal your car. Watch till the end to save your car. The last one will shock. Number 17, windshield money trap. Picture this. You walk to your car on a cold morning and there it is. A crisp $100 bill under your windshield wiper. Lucky day, think again. This is bait. The moment you step out to grab that fake cash, leaving your car running and unlocked, a thief slides in like lightning. Doors lock, engine revs, gone. But here's the scary part. This scam's been hitting neighborhoods hard in Atlanta, Chicago, and more. By the time you realize what happened, your ride's long gone. But here's what they don't tell you. These weren't random parking lots. They were driveways, which means these criminals knew exactly where you live. They're casing your neighborhood. And get this, the fake bills fall apart if you look close. Dollar store ink, regular paper. But here's the catch. That split second of excitement shuts off your brain. Free money triggers instant dopamine, overriding common sense. Even worse, some thieves wave as they drive off in your own car. The psychological hook is perfect. It exploits our reward system when we're least expecting it. To beat it, don't be a hero. See money on your windshield? Drive to a safe spot? Call police? Then check. That bill is faker than campaign promises, and trying to spend it could get you arrested. If you think that's sneaky, wait until you see what they can do to your car's brain. Scam number 16. CanBus Trick to unlock your car. Your car has a network called CanBus. Every system talks through it. Door locks, engine, airbags, everything. But here's the thing, thieves found the back door. Through your OBD port or wireless, they send commands to unlock doors, kill alarms, start engines. But here's the kicker, your car thinks these are legitimate orders. No alarms trigger because it's not breaking in, it's digital hijacking. Now imagine, modern cars have dozens of modules constantly chatting. Brakes, steering, transmission, all connected. Skilled hackers control every aspect of operation, not just entry. But here's what's truly scary. The software used to be restricted to engineers. Now it's downloadable online with YouTube tutorials. We've democratized car hacking for anyone with a laptop. Fight back with OBD locks. Disable wireless features you don't need. Consider independent aftermarket security, because if they can't hack your car, they'll hack your head instead. Scam number 15, fake pass system. You're shopping. Suddenly, the PA crackles. Owner of the blue Honda, blocking the white Toyota in section C. Please return to your vehicle. Sounds legit. Think again. It's not. Criminals scout lots, pick targets, then have announcements made. You rush out alone because nobody wants to be that guy blocking traffic. But here's the catch. Armed thieves are waiting. They assume you've got keys. They're usually right. But here's why it works. This triggers social responsibility. You feel bad about blocking someone, so logic goes out the window. Meanwhile, they've got inside help making announcements or hack PA systems remotely. And the timing is perfect. They wait until you're carrying bags or dealing with kids. Hands full, attention divided. That's when people rush without thinking. Even worse, some hack PA systems with smartphone apps, no inside person needed. The urgency factor makes this devastatingly effective compared to other scams. Don't rush out alone. Check from distance if your car really is blocking. Look for a driver before approaching. Stay alert. If PA tricks don't work, they go high-tech again. Scam number 14, relay signal theft. No glass broken, no doors forced. They walk up and take your car like it's theirs. But here's the thing, this is relay theft, and it's slick. Your keyless entry works when the fob's close, but here's what they don't need. The actual fob, just the signal. One guy stands by your door with a relay device, grabs the signal from your fob inside, sends it to his partner by your car. Car thinks the key's right there. Click, start, gone. And it gets worse. These devices are getting smaller, more powerful. Range keeps improving. They can grab signals through walls from 300 feet away. Professional teams work in waves, scouts, signal thieves, getaway crews. But here's the scary part. Early attacks needed 10-foot range. Now they work through concrete walls and metal barriers. Your fob in a steel safe might still be vulnerable. And here's the kicker. Security researchers prove some relay devices penetrate any home defense. It's an arms race between automakers and criminals. Guess who's usually behind? Get a Faraday pouch. Keep fobs away from doors and windows. Make them work for it. Speaking of making them work, here's where they record your every move. Scam number 13. Code snatching to steal car. You lock your car, hear the beep, walk away secure. But here's what you don't know. Someone just recorded your life with a $200 device. Code grabbers steal your fob signal. You press lock, they capture it, save it, replay it later. No alarms, no mess, clean entry. But here's the catch. These used to be rare. Now anyone with internet and cash can get one. And it gets worse. Modern grabbers work from 100+ feet away. They store hundreds of codes, building databases for later use or dark web sales. Some look like phones, others like gaming devices. But here's what's truly scary. Thieves sit in parking garage stairwells, behind tinted windows, invisible but stealing codes all day. You could stand next to one and never know. Even worse, newer devices automatically sort Toyota codes from Honda codes. No operator input needed. It's like having skeleton keys for multiple brands. Don't use fobs in public. Lock manually. Upgrade to rolling codes if possible. Because in this world, pressing a button makes you vulnerable. But why steal codes when you can just make new keys? Scam number 12, OBD Key Programming. Every car since 1996 has an OBD port under the dash. That port accesses your car's brain. But here's the thing, thieves know it. They break in, pop the panel, plug in a programmer, create a brand new key in minutes. No alarms, no hot wiring, clean and quiet. But get this, a customer lost his $60K F-150 in 4 minutes while eating dinner nearby. Car thought it was a real key. And it gets worse. Sophisticated thieves carry tablets with dealer software. They program keys, disable tracking, reset odometers, change IDs, mobile chop shop in a backpack. But here's what's truly alarming. Technology that used to require dealer access now rents by the weekend. Criminals lease equipment for theft sprees, making detection nearly impossible. Even worse, professional rings target specific makes with known vulnerabilities. They hit entire parking lots using assembly line efficiency, programming dozens of keys nightly. Get OBD locks. Relocate the port. Add steering wheel locks. Make them sweat. When high-tech fails, they go old school obvious. Scam number 11. Fake tow trucks. You come outside, car's gone. No glass, no alarms, no marks. You assume it got towed. But here's the nightmare. It wasn't real. Crooks use beat-up flatbeds with no logos, no paperwork. They cruise lots looking for targets. Car parked wrong, expired tags, gone. But here's why nobody questions it. Official-looking trucks blend right in. And the boldness is incredible. These operators work in daylight, direct traffic, wear uniforms. Some print fake authorization forms. By the time you call the city, your car's stripped. But here's what makes it work. They'll argue with anyone who questions them, showing paperwork that fools most people. Witnesses think they're helping clear illegally parked cars. And here's the psychology. People assume tow drivers have authority. Nobody wants to interfere with apparent city business, even when something feels off. Use wheel locks for long-term parking. Install GPS tracking. Question strange trucks cruising your area. If you made it this far, hit that like button. We got 10 more tricks you'd be shocked by on how thieves use them to get your car. Scam number 10, VIN Identity Theft. Looks clean, runs great, fair price. But here's the catch, the VIN's stolen. This is VIN cloning, one of the dirtiest cons. Here's how. Steal a car, find a legit vehicle. Same make, model, year. Copy that VIN, slap it on the stolen car, fake all documents. Sell it to some innocent buyer online. But here's the nightmare. 2 weeks later, cops show up. Real cars in another state. You're stuck with stolen property and out thousands. And it gets worse. VIN specialists re-engrave plates, reprogram systems, forge paperwork with DMV-level security. Victims become suspects, face years of legal hell. But here's what's truly scary. The paperwork forgery uses same equipment legitimate DMV offices use. Modern cloners access security features that make fakes nearly indistinguishable from real titles. Run VINs through NICB or Carfax. Check for tampering, mismatched plates. Match VINs on title, dash, door, insurance. Do homework or become someone's payday. But why fake VINs when you can steal during test drives? Scam number 9. Test drive Vanishing Act. Mind if I take it for a spin? Right out of your life. This hits dealers and private sellers hard. Guy shows up clean, polite, fake insurance, dead person's ID. You hand over keys, he leaves, never returns. But get this, one dealer lost a Charger. ID belonged to a corpse, car was parts before sunset. But here's how they do it. These thieves study targets, sound knowledgeable, ask smart questions, negotiate prices. Teams work together. One builds rapport, another scouts escape routes. And the fake documentation is sophisticated. Multiple IDs, insurance cards, employment verification. business cards from non-existent companies, references who are part of the scam. But here's the cruel part. This destroys trust in legitimate buyers. After getting burned, sellers become paranoid, miss real sales, while smart thieves move to easier targets. Never hand keys without verified ID and insurance. Take pictures. Ride along or have backup follow. Meet in public with cameras. If charm doesn't work, they create crashes. Scam number 8. Bump and snatch. They don't want insurance. They want your car. Looks like a fender bender, just a tap. But that's the setup. Someone bumps you at a light. You pull over like a decent person, step out to check damage. But here's the catch. Their partner jumps in your car and vanishes. And here's how professional they are. Teams practice this for weeks. They know exactly how hard to hit. Timing is everything. Red lights, parking lots, limited escapes. Getaway drivers block traffic while theft happens. But here's the psychology. The hook exploits our instinct to be responsible drivers. Stepping out to exchange info feels right. These criminals count on good nature. Even worse, some use rental cars for the bump, making vehicles untraceable. They return rentals with minor damage, claim it happened in parking lots, turn off engine, take keys, lock doors before getting out. If something feels wrong, call 911, stay in the car. When crashes don't work, they play hero. Scam number 7. Fake good Samaritan. Your tire's flat. Something's leaking. Ma'am, someone hit you. That's not help. That's bait. Stranger runs up frantically like they saved you from disaster. You crack the window or step out. But here's the catch. While you're distracted, accomplice slips in, grabs valuables or the whole car. And these actors are convincing. They'll kneel down, point under your car, carry flashlights and tools. Meanwhile, partner's already inside your vehicle. But here's the psychology. It triggers fight or flight with fake emergencies. Your brain focuses on the supposed problem, ignoring the real threat behind you. Even worse, some variations involve fake emergencies with other cars nearby. They point to accidents or breakdowns to get you helping strangers while they strike. Never open doors for strangers yelling. Lock up. Crack windows slightly if needed. Drive to safety before checking anything. Sometimes old school works best. Scam number 6. Slim Jim attacks. Old school but effective. People think newer cars are immune. Wrong. Manual locks or older security. Wide open to Slim Jims. Flat metal with hook. Slide between window and stripping. Find linkage. Pull. Click. Doors open. But get this. Guy lost his Tacoma in 2 minutes at a diner. Silent. Looks like locksmith work. Modern Slim Jims are precision tools for specific models. But here's what's scary. The quietness. No alarms, no glass, no beeping. Just a guy looking like he's getting into his own car. And here's the performance. Professional thieves sell it completely. They'll act frustrated, then relieved when doors open. Even witnesses think it's legitimate locksmith work. Install aftermarket alarms or kill switches. Use steering wheel locks. Don't assume older cars are safe. They're easier targets. Even with GPS tracking, don't get cocky. Scam number 5. Signal jamming. Think GPS tracking protects you? Think again. Thieves use jammers. Cheap online devices that kill location signals instantly. Car gets stolen, you check the app. Nothing. Dead tracker. But here's what happened. Signal jammer scrambles GPS, GSM, Bluetooth. Your $200 tracker becomes decoration. And it gets worse. Sophisticated thieves carry RF detectors, hunt down every tracker before driving away. Modern jammers look like phone chargers, block multiple satellites. But here's what's truly alarming. The tech is incredibly accessible. Same jammers criminals use sell legally as privacy protection. No background checks, no licensing. Anyone can buy them. Even worse, some operations have mobile jamming vehicles cruising lots, testing which cars have tracking so they target unprotected ones instead. Use multiple trackers. Pick ones that alert when jammed. Add non-GPS kill switches they can't block. Here's where trust becomes deadly. Scam number 4. Insider key theft. Hand keys to someone, hope they're honest. But here's the truth. That hope costs everything. Valets, mechanics, dealers, most are good people. But it takes one snake. Drop car for service. Guy copies spare key or notes key code, sees registration. Now he's got name, address, key. 2 weeks later, car's gone. No break-in, nothing. But here's what's scary. Modern key machines work in 30 seconds. Some operate via phone apps. Crooked employees share customer data with theft rings. And the violation of trust is devastating. You're paying for help. They're casing your life. Portable duplicators create perfect copies while you fill paperwork. Even worse, organized rings specifically recruit employees at high-end dealers, offering cuts of successful thefts. Background checks are minimal. Temporary workers get unsupervised access. But what makes this particularly cruel? They don't strike immediately. That would be too obvious. Instead, they wait weeks or months, studying your patterns through the registration address. They know when you leave for work, when you travel, when you're most vulnerable. Only use trusted, reviewed services. Remove personal documents. Don't leave garage remotes or house keys. Use valet mode. Ask shops not to store codes. This next one's so simple, it's brilliant. Scam number 3. Social media theft school. Remember Ice Bucket challenges? Now it's Grand Theft Auto. Kia Challenge on TikTok showed teens how to steal Hyundais and Kias with USB cables. Yes, USB cables. 2015-2021 models without immobilizers became targets. Break in, find ignition slot, stick USB, drive away. But here's the tragic part. Viral stupidity caused 14 crashes, 8 deaths. And here's what happened. Social media turned theft into entertainment. Kids filmed themselves stealing for likes. Algorithm rewarded criminal behavior. Juvenile detention centers filled with 12-year-olds learning crime from phones. But it gets worse. The viral nature created copycat crimes nationwide. What started in Milwaukee spread everywhere as kids replicated online videos. Social media weaponized peer pressure for crime. And here's the nightmare. Law enforcement struggled because thieves were children. Some cities saw Kia Hyundai thefts increase 800% in single years. Many participants got felony records before legal driving age. Even worse, the social aspect turned individual crimes into group activities. Kids would steal cars in packs, treating it like a video game with real-world consequences. The peer pressure to participate became overwhelming in some communities. Get free software upgrades from Hyundai Kia, install steering locks, park secured, unfollow theft tutorials. Even vacation isn't safe. Scam number 2, rental return con. Think you returned your rental? You handed it to a thief. This hits airports and rental lots hard. You're tired, rushing for flights, distracted with bags. Guy in vest walks up, clipboard ready. Leave keys with me, I'll check it in. You thank him, walk off. But here's the truth, you just gave your rental to a stranger. And here's how convincing they are. Fake employees know company lingo, carry official clipboards, wear name tags. They time operations during shift changes or flight rushes. But the convincing factor is incredible. Collections of uniforms and badges from different agencies. Airport security doesn't help, since scammers know unmonitored areas. And the financial consequences are devastating. Rental companies charge full vehicle value plus fees. Insurance may not cover negligent returns. Some victims still fight legal battles months later. But here's what's truly staggering: the sophistication of these operations. Professional rental scammers maintain detailed surveillance of airport rental facilities, mapping security camera blind spots and employee schedules. They know exactly when and where to strike for maximum success. Even worse, international travelers are especially vulnerable since they're unfamiliar with procedures and more likely to trust anyone wearing official-looking clothing. Language barriers make it even harder to verify credentials or ask the right questions. Only return at official counters or secured lots. Never hand keys without ID verification. Get receipts. Take photos. Finally, the simplest trick that might save your life. Scam number 1, the coin trap. You see a coin in your door handle, penny, nickel, whatever. You pull it out, toss it, get in. But that coin was placed there, wedged right. It stops your door from locking. You hit lock, lights flash, beep sounds, you leave. But that door's open. They wait. You go to work or shopping. They slip in, grab stuff, or hide in back seat. Some laugh at calling 911 over a penny. But this isn't funny. Women get followed, people get robbed. Others are lucky to escape, and the simplicity makes it dangerous. No high-tech gear, just patience. Thieves mark dozens of cars in minutes, return later to see who fell for it. But timing is crucial. They do this during long events like concerts, movies, work shifts. By the time you return, they've had hours to work or set traps. But what makes this truly terrifying? The backseat scenario. Some victims discover intruders only after they're driving, trapped in their own car, with criminals who've had hours to plan the encounter. The psychological trauma from that violation lasts long after stolen items are replaced. See a coin in your handle? Stop, don't get in. Check surroundings, call police if anything feels off. Warn others. If you think that's bad, wait until you see how mechanics scam innocent people by making them pay thousands in unnecessary car repairs they don't need. Click this video. You're probably falling for it too.